G'day everyone, Jamie from Dealing in Design here. Today we've got something really fun. We've got two of the exact same chairs and we're gonna fix them in completely different ways. We're gonna fix one in 1 minute and one in 1 hour. I'm pretty excited. Okay, let's go. So, there's some really super nasty chips out of this beautiful walnut and it may look kind of like nothing, but this is quite a difficult repair. This is a really thin leading edge, right where your back goes, and I mean, that's why it's broken. That's why we need to fix it. For our quick fix repair, we're gonna use a dark wax stick to sort of fill this chip up, and you basically crayon it on, smooth it over with a little stick, and then we'll just touch it out. It is a fast way to do things, and it might seem a bit rushed or, I don't know, not as high level as some other repairs. I think it still really has a place in restoration. Maybe not so much for this position where it's so thin and could get knocked out, but wax filling happens on all kinds of things. So as much as it may not seem like a fully professional repair, it totally has its space and it is a good repair in many use cases. I usually buy wax sticks and then someone gave me all of these. I don't think Miratone even makes these anymore, but there's so many. Endless wax sticks. Thing about these crayons, or these, I call them crayons, these wax sticks, is they're like readily available. They're in like every hardware store. They're super easy to find. So if you have tiny little nicks like this, it's a very easy repair. And as much as it may not be permanent, that's kind of nice if you don't really know what you're doing when you're fixing furniture. If you're using something that's just a hard wax and it can fall out and it's not something that's going to be really hard for someone like myself to fix and take out and repair later, these wax sticks are great. Colour here kind of matters, I guess. They give you a bunch of these different colours. I've never really relied on a colour of a wax stick. I feel like you have to end up touching it out a little bit. I think it helps to get it close, like why use a pink or something on a piece of timber? But I feel like you could use a pink wax stick and touch it out. So, should we get crowning? Okay. Are we ready for the 1 minute repair? I feel like I'm most definitely running out of time. I've never been good at doing anything fast. Quick touch up. God, we must be close. Marigold. The psychopathic side of me that wants to get it perfect. But when you only have 1 minute, everybody, can't get it perfect. But I'm gonna break the rules a little bit. I was about to say something one of my bosses used to always say, and it always seems insincere. He'd be doing a touch up and he'd be like, "Oh, I can't even find where it is." And I'm like, it's like bleedingly obvious where it was, you know, like it sits right there. But I was gonna be like, "Oh, I can't even see where it is." That'll do, surely. This is Australian blackwood, and this is, what the hell is this? This is walnut. That's perfect though, surely. We'll give this a sand, see how much it matches up. That looks pretty good. I actually found these pieces of timber, which is funny. Like, it was a pretty cool Australian lounge. It was on the side of the road and I saw it was all blackwood and I wanted to fix it, but it was so far gone, so I just knocked it apart and I've taken this blackwood out of it. And God, I've got so much uses out of this timber. It's so good. So I probably look a little crazy, like stopping at the side of the road grabbing sometimes ugly pieces of furniture, but like when you can just give it a scrape and it's blackwood, come on. the slowest 1 hour repairs out there. Just a guy staring down the grain of a timber like, maybe. I'm gonna make a cut and drop the piece in. We're gonna take some material away. I guess it's one of the most sort of technical parts of the process. I don't have much to say about it technically. I'm just gonna come in on an angle, get it flat, and go out on an angle. We just need to trim some of this away, and then I can trace that line onto this new piece of timber. Let's do it. I do love a scalpel for marking out. Sweet. I always refer to these things as chemical anchoring and mechanical anchoring. Mechanical anchoring being screws, nails, something mechanical, and chemical being glues and adhesion. I wouldn't feel super comfortable just with glue on here. So I'm going to send some really tiny brad nails into here, and then I'll just trim them off. Even if they're just poking up, 2 or 3 mil, just add something for me to drop and press this onto with the glue so it sort of holds itself into place while we wrap it in tape. Sweet. There we go. Now we just have to wait for the glue to dry, which is really cutting into our time. I always like to, whether this is right or wrong, I always like to get the edges in closer first, then take bulk of the body out, because at least we know where the edges finish, like here and here. Then we can blend the middle in. Just those little furry bits. Ooh, okay. I'm gonna coat a little bit of clear lacquer on it, see what it looks like. Might be a little bit of touching up maybe. We'll see what the grain looks like. How long have we got, Nettie?
We've got about 1 minute.
Oh God. Okay, so the sanding here has taken off a little bit of the colour around the area. That's okay. Who knows if this was all about getting the chair perfect or doing the repair? You tell me. But We're getting pretty close. It's time though, isn't it? It's time. As far as a little patch up goes, so stoked. Very happy with how this looks. So we've done 1 minute, 1 hour, one's kind of waxy and invisible, one is solid timber and a little bit more visible. You tell me what you think in the comments. You let me know, do you prefer the nice timber repair or the little waxy repair?